Hello, it's me, Mac again. Are you ready to get started with a nice 20-minute sun salutation flow? Well, I sure am, so let's get started. Go ahead and make your way to the top of your mat, and we're going to start in a standing position. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Just like that again. Inhale through your nose, lifting up. Exhale, hands down through to your heart. Keep this cycle going. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms come up, gaze is up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to be in this fold for a few moments, so take some time to get comfortable in it. Bend your knees a lot and move your hips around from side to side, front and back. And now I want you to bend them as much as you need so that you can place your hands down on the ground and begin to slowly shift your weight forward and back from your hands to your heels. And at your own pace, only if it feels good, begin to straighten your legs and continue rocking back and forth. We're just warming up the legs and the hamstrings here. Eventually, you will find stillness in the center. Grab your opposite elbows and let your body hang, swaying from side to side if that feels good for your body, or you can just let gravity take you deeper and surrender. Place your palms back onto the ground in front of you. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins or thighs. Exhale, fold, deep bend in the legs. Inhale, halfway lift again, extending. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up and reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come together and down to the heart center. Inhale again, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Once more like that. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend here. And on your exhale, forward fold, deep bend, placing your hands on the mat and stepping back into a high plank pose. From here, we're going to lower into tabletop, stacking our hips over our knees, shoulders over wrist. We'll go through some cat and cows here. Inhale, arch your spine, look up, open your heart. Exhale, curve, round your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, curve, round. One more round following your own breath here. Inhale for your cow, opening your heart. Exhale, rounding into cat. Eventually make your way into a neutral tabletop. Tuck your back toes and shift your weight back into your heels and then forward into your palms. Find your own flow here, just shifting the weight back and forth. This is a great way to stretch out the bottoms of the feet and slowly put some pressure into our palms. And from here, we'll flip our toes and push ourselves back into a child's pose. Staying here for a moment. Option to passively just let your arms lay out in front of you, or if you'd like to keep it a little more active, you can tense up onto the tops of your fingertips. Breathe here, some deep breaths. Slowly start to walk your hands in towards your body, sitting up, and then place them behind your seat so that you can use that as a little kickstand to open your heart towards the sky. Option to drop the neck back, and then slow and with control of your core, come back into a child's pose. Stay here for a nice inhale and exhale. Once more, just like that, through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Begin again to walk your hands back in towards your body, placing them behind you once more. We're coming into this mini camel pose again, opening our chest up, dropping our head back if that feels comfortable. And then again with control, we come slowly into child's pose. Stay here for a nice deep breath in and a breath out. Slowly make your way into a tabletop position. Walking your hands towards your body, we rise all the way up, hands on hips. We're going to come into a camel pose here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slowly lean backwards. And if it feels comfortable, you can let your head fall back just ever so slightly as well. If it's in your practice, you may want to drop your hands back to your heels so that you can feel more of an arch along your spine. Totally optional. Listen to your body. When you're ready to come back up, place your hands slowly back on your hips and then slowly seat your bum to your heels. Coming into another mini camel, placing our hands behind our heels, arching our spine, looking up. As we exhale, we fold back down into child's pose. Take a nice deep inhale here and let it go. We're going to repeat that cycle again. Come up into tabletop, walk your hands towards you and then up on your hips, rising all the way up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slowly lean back into camel. Again, option to drop your hands to your heels. Option to drop your neck back. Breathe here. Slowly rise back up and exhale. Send your seat to your heels. Place your hands behind your feet. Another mini camel here. Exhale, child's pose. A nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out your nose. Coming back into tabletop, we tuck the toes and we send our seat back and up into downward facing dog. First dog of the day, maybe for you, maybe not. But either way, take your dog for a nice little walk. Bend and straighten each leg, taking a turn on each side. Just getting our hamstrings nice and warmed up for the rest of our practice here. We're going to be spending quite a bit of time here in downward facing dog. So go ahead and just really settle into it. Do and move however you need to for a few breaths here. But continue to breathe in and breathe out of your nose. Take your last few moments here to move around in whatever way that you need to. And then on our next inhale, we will lift our heels up, bend our knees as much as possible, and then exhale slowly, walk step to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening our spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale again, halfway lift, lengthening our spine. Exhale, we fold again, release. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up, arms raise up above us, mini back bend. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, arms raise up, gazes up, back bend, and then exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down on the mat, step back into plank pose. Place your knees down onto your mat, untuck your toes, Keeping your elbows sucked into your center, we slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, we come up for a mini cobra. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, release your forehead down to the ground. Inhale once more, just like that. Inhale, rise up, look up. Exhale, back down, release. All right, actually, one more time. Inhale, open your chest up. Exhale, release back down. Tuck your toes, lift your body all the way back into a child's pose, sending your bum to your heels, extending your arms in front of you, coming into tabletop, stacking our hips over our knees. We will tuck our toes and from here send our hips up and back into downward facing dog. Walk your dog for a moment. Take some nice deep breaths here and then eventually settle into your dog. Let's take a nice inhale through our nose and exhale out of our nose. Once more, deep inhale and exhale. Look up at the top of your mat, bend your knees, and step to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Bend your knees a lot here. Inhale again for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then we slowly rise all the way up. Arms reach up again. Gaze is to our hands. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Again, inhale through your nose, looking up at your hands. Small back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, creating space in our spine. Exhale, fold, placing our hands down on the mat, stepping into plank. From plank, we're going to slowly shift our weight as much forward as we can, and then slow and with control, we lower our body all the way down to the ground. Unflip your toes. Get ready for some more mini cobras. Inhale, lift your chest up, look up. Exhale, release down. This time we come into upward facing dog. Inhale, raise your chest up. You may need to shift your lower body forward a little bit. Upward facing dog. Push back into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale in. And exhale, release. On your next breath, lift your heels, bend your legs, and step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening our spine out, and fold back down. Inhale, rise all the way up, looking up at your hands. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Again, inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending our crown. Exhale, place your hands down, step back to plank. Lower your body all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, release down. Inhale, press all the way into upward facing dog. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Picking up the pace, inhale, lift the heels, bend the legs, step, jump, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands touch together at the top. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, raise your arms up, little mini back bend, and then forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing our hands down, stepping to plank. From here, you have the option to lower all the way down, or if you would like to go for a chaturanga, follow me here. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press into your palms, straighten your arms, look up, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, let it go. We're going to move into this flow a few more times. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Step, jump, or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Look up at your hands. And exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. If you're feeling ready for it, I encourage you to take the sun salutation at your own pace, following your own breath. But I am here to guide you through 2 more rounds of a sun salutation. Here we go. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath. Inhale, look up, jump, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. We look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We lengthen. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Stay here for 1 more breath. Inhale, raise your heels up, bend your legs, step, jump, or hop to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and close down your eyes here and begin to connect back to your breath. Notice how it might feel different now compared to the beginning of class. Don't try to control it, just notice it. Notice the sensations it brings. Notice the sound it makes. On your next breath, we raise our arms up overhead, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we halfway lift once more. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down on the mat and slowly make your way into an easy, comfortable seated position. Maybe cross-legged, maybe up on your shins, whatever is best for your body today, in this moment. Wherever you are, make sure you are at the back of your mat because we will be getting into some nice forward folds here. So adjust for that. And when you're ready, inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. And just release into this pose. Let it be passive and just surrender. Letting gravity take you down. And just breathe. Nice and easy breaths. On your next breath, slowly start to walk your hands in towards your body, coming back up. If you're cross-legged, switch your legs around so the opposite leg is now in front. We inhale, reach our arms up again, and exhale, fold. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose here, and exhale out of your nose. Once more, we take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Let it all go. Again, start to walk your hands back up Place your hands on top of your knees, connecting to your breath still. From here, we extend our legs out in front of us. We're going to be coming into a nice, easy twisting motion. So plant your feet on the ground and bend your legs and begin to let your knees fall over to the left side. Gentle twist here, using our arms behind us as a little kickstand. Bring them back to center and then let them drop over to the right side. Let this be easy and feel good. Knees back up to center, over to the left, center to the right, back up. And from here, we slowly lower ourselves all the way down, laying on our backs. We're coming into our final resting pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. I encourage you to stay in this pose as long as you can, just focusing on your inhales and your exhales. I will leave you in this pose, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste.